let's go over how to use the ToePro. So the ToePro is designed to make strengthening the bottoms of your feet as well as the muscles in your lower leg more efficient versus just doing regular heel raises. So you're gonna put your ToePro on the ground. I like doing this in front of a wall so that you've got a reference for balance. First ToePro exercise that we're gonna do is our warm-up. For our warm-up, you're going to put the bases of your toes, so not your toes themselves, but right where they meet your feet, you're gonna go on the ground. Your toes themselves are gonna go on the squishy foam pad. And make sure the bases of those toes are on the ground. From here, you're gonna press those toes down into the ToePro, and you're gonna hold. After you get used to that, you're gonna press down and hold, and you're gonna start to lean forward towards the wall. And then you're gonna lean out of that. And you're gonna press down, lean forward towards the wall. And then you're gonna lean out of that. The goal is to lean as far as you can, keeping those toes pressed down without falling forward. It's okay if you kind of test a little bit and need to put your fingers on the wall, that's totally fine. The other trick is keeping those toes pressed down. So after you've done your warm up, you're gonna press onto regular heel raises with the ToePro. So for these regular heel raises, there's this crescent at the top of the ToePro. That's where you're gonna put your toes for the next exercise that we're gonna do. So your toes go right in here, while the bases of your toes will go somewhere along in here. So here we go. Toes in the divot or the canyon that's in the crescent. Okay, so the ToePro naturally, the way that it's sort of built, it's canted sort of outward, so it's naturally going to put you more on the outside of your feet. That's good. I want you to feel the weight heavy on the outside of your feet before you go anywhere. Step one, you're going to press your toes down into that ToePro, so really dig down. And then step two, you're going to start to do a heel raise. But as you heel raise, you're gonna roll from the outside of your foot up and onto the base of your big toe. So the weight's going kind of from down and out to up and in, or that's the way that kind of like our heel and our foot are moving. It's a roll that we're looking for. So don't make the motion happen sort of all at once. Slowly come up and slowly come back down, transitioning that weight in a kind of interesting rotational way. So fingertips and on the wall for balance if you need them. Toes pressed down, don't forget. Weight on the outside of the feet. I'm starting to come up. I'm rolling to the inside of the foot. Base big toe nice and heavy. Toes are staying pressed down, and I'm looking for as much height as I can get, as long as it's clean. And now I'm gonna roll back down and out with my weight. So piece by piece, gradually keeping those toes pressed down. My toes lost the press down there. And now I'm on it. My weight's more on the outside of my feet again, and I'm pressing through, rolling up, keeping that pressure through the toes. I really feel the bottom of my feet working super hard here. I'm looking for as much heel raise as I can get, and then slowly lowering back down. So that's heel raise number one that you're gonna do. Heel raise number two that you're gonna do is gonna be with bent knees. You're gonna bend your knees about 20 degrees. And then we're gonna do heel raises that same way, toes still pressed down, rolling from the outside to the inside of the foot, but with knees bent. So this one's kind of tricky because when people do this one, they want to just like straighten out their knees as they come upward. The way that you're going to do this is your heels are going to go upward, but to keep your knees bent, your knees are going to have to essentially come like forward mostly is going to be the motion that's going to happen. Because if you're coming upward, that generally means that you're extending your knees and want your knees to stay bent. So same setup here. Toes are still in the crescent. I'm pressing down through my toes. My weight's more on the outside of my heels to start. My knees are bent to about 20 degrees. And then I'm creeping up, keeping those toes pressed down. This is hard work. And then all the way back down. Same thing, pressing with those toes up, keeping those knees bent. So again, I'm not really going up and down in space. It's more my knees are going forward. To make sure that I keep that like bend in my knees. This targets your soleus muscle more, which is really important for runners. It is essentially our engine of our lower leg. It's got lots of slow twitch muscle fibers that are really helpful for us. It's also really helpful for helping with Achilles problems and plantar fascia problems. Okay, we've done 3 exercises so far. The last main ToePro exercise that you are going to do is going to be a little bouncy. It's a hold, so your toes are gonna stay on the crescent Still, you're gonna press your toes down into the crescent, familiar, and you're gonna lift your heels up so that your feet are flat to the ground, or the bottoms of your feet are flat to the ground. From here, you're gonna hold it, and ideally your hands come off the wall and we balance here while you keep those toes pressed down. If you need little fingertip balance, like I just did, that's totally fine. We're looking for at least a 30-second hold here, and you're really looking to feel the bottoms of your feet and up your calf working. I feel lots at the bottom of my foot. It is intense, but that is a good thing. So those are our four sort of primary ToePro exercises.